Good morning and welcome to Citi Field for Sunday morning Utopian Baseball Universe action. The skies have cleared up and we are ready for baseball as the Mets look to win their sixth straight. They've got Tom Seaver on the bump today versus Dontrelle Willis. Starting lineups for the Marlins, leading off and playing shortstop, Edgar Renteria. At first base, Mule Suttles. Right fielder, Gary Sheffield. In left field today, Giancarlo Stanton. The center fielder for the Marlins, Josh Willingham. Third baseman, Brian Anderson. The second baseman, D. Gordon. Catcher, Francisco Cervelli. And pitching for the Marlins, Dontrelle Willis. For the Mets, leading off and playing center field, Lenny Dykstra. Third baseman, David Wright. First baseman, Pete Alonso, the polar bear. Catcher, Mike Piazza. Right fielder, Darryl Strawberry. The shortstop, Howard Johnson. Second base, Jeff McNeil. Left fielder, Mookie Wilson. And pitching today for the Metsies, Tom Seaver. Tom Terrific. As the Mets look for their sixth straight. They swept the Rays earlier in the week. They've won these first two games big at Citi Field against the Marlins, 9-2 on Friday, 8-1 last night. As they go for their sixth straight win. A little bit of a rain delay this morning, about 2 hours, but we are ready for baseball at Citi Field. It's the Marlins and Mets, Sunday morning Utopian.
It's the Miami Marlins versus the New York Mets.
Tom Seaver facing Edgar Renteria.
Fastball, and that's just on the corner for a strike. Strike one. Fastball, and he's ahead. Fly ball to center field.
Lenny Dykstra camping under this one. He's got it.
Pulls in the catch.
The Yankees are also looking for a sweep today as they face the Rays. They had the same rain delay. They'll be getting underway very shortly.
0-1. Liner going. And fires to
Mule
third
Suttle's
base.
going to have a one-out double, or single.
Fires to third base.
He was on his way to second, but he stayed at first. He hit the ball really hard. One on, one out for Gary Sheffield, the former Met.
Top pitch on the corner. 0-1. Fastball down below the knees. 1-1. And he's ahead. He takes off at first. He struck him out swinging.
Suttle steals second on the Sheffield strikeout. 2 away for Stanton.
Fastball, that's outside. 1-0. On the ground. To the left side.
Knocks one to Johnson, makes a great play and gets him. Mets get out of the inning. 1 hit, no runs across as we head to the bottom of the first. No score here from Citi Field. Marlins Mets. Lenny Dykstra nails, as it were, facing Dontrelle Willis.
Saker, outside.
Looks at a ball. He'll be followed by David Wright and Pete Alonso.
Slider. That pitch up in the zone. 1-1.
Mets wearing their alternate blues.
Fly ball to right field.
Miami wearing their throwbacks from their World Series days.
1 away.
1 away here in the first. David Wright, the batter. Third baseman, the captain.
On the ground. To the
Bounces a
left
slow
side.
roller to third. Brian Anderson picks it up and gets him. 2 away. Here's Pete Alonso. Polarizing young man. See what I did there?
Hit hard to the left side. And he stabs that one.
Mets go down in order here in the first.
Do it for the first inning.
As we head to the second inning, no score from Citi Field. You're watching the Utopian Baseball Universe on Facebook and YouTube. Sunday morning hardball. Tom Seaver facing Josh Willingham.
Two balls, one strike. Fly ball to left field.
Deep left. Mookie Wilson is there.
And he gets the out. 1 out.
Here's the third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Fastball. No balls. 1 strike. Here's the grounder to the left side. Scooped up by Rosario. Throws over to first. 2 away. Fastball behind for a strike. Strike 1. Fastball freezes him on the corner, and he's ahead. Drill to the right side, picks it up, and fires to first base.
So the Mets got a little bit of bad news this morning. Again, as they try to win their 6th straight, Jacob deGrom is going to miss his next start. Steven Matz is going to start in his place, a little forearm tightness. So deGrom is going to miss his next start.
That was out of play, so we'll stay right here. No balls, 1 strike.
Here's Mike Piazza.
That was out of play, so we'll stay right here. 0-2. Fly ball to left field.
And that's actually going to be tomorrow
Pulls it in.
at Durham.
1 out.
It's actually going to be Steven Matz versus Matt Harvey.
Fly ball to center field.
It's a base hit.
And that drops for a base hit.
One out single for Strawberry. Howard Johnson down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Strawberry digging for third. Johnson's going to be in with a double. Second and third, 1 out for the Mets. Here's Jeff McNeil. Popped up. Renteria's there.
And fires to third base.
Here's Mookie Wilson, 2 on, 2 out.
Popped up. Foul territory.
Does Anderson have room in foul territory? He does. Mets threatened with 2 on. They do not score. As we head to the 3rd inning, no score here at Citi Field. Marlins Mets, Sunday morning, Utopian Baseball Universe. Tomorrow's Mets game versus Durham is our Board Ninjas woodworking presentation for the month of July. That'll be a late afternoon start.
There's a line drive to second.
Base
And
hit.
that drops in for a base hit.
And once again, it's going to be Steven Matz getting the start for the Mets versus Matt Harvey of the Bulls.
On the ground, second
4,
picks it up.
6, 3 double play.
Goes over to first. And he got him for the double play. Fastball.
I'm told that if everything looks good for DeGrom, he's gonna make his next start, which would be
Fastball. High pitch.
Sunday
So, strike
in
one.
Atlanta.
Fastball. That's high. Ball 2. Drill to center field. And that one falls for a base hit. And he throws it to second.
All right, 2 out single here. Here's Suttles. He's 1 for 1 with a steal.
Fastball. That's high. Ball 1. He takes off at first. Pitch right. Fires over to second.
Renteria with a stolen base. Second steal for the Marlins in this game.
Hit hard to the left side.
That should end the inning.
There. And fires
Seavers threw 3 clean.
in time.
Head to the bottom of the 3rd, no score. Marlins Mets. Sunday morning Utopia. Join me for the Utopian Baseball Universe report later this afternoon. That'll be, I don't know, anywhere between about 3 and 4:30 today. Here's Seaver.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
A little bit earlier than usual. No West Coast games today.
Swing and a miss. And he's ahead.
The West and the South will be hosting games starting tomorrow.
He struck him out.
Seaver strikes out.
One away.
That brings up Lenny Dykstra.
Down the first base.
Dykstra to deep right, but that's going to hook foul. Dykstra's 0 for 1. David Wright on deck.
Fly ball to left
Popped
field.
into left field. Stanton
And he's there
makes the
for
play.
second out of the inning.
Here's David Wright, 0 for 1.
That was out of play.
Chops
The
that
third
one
base
foul.
side.
No score here from Citi Field. Marlins and Mets.
Drill to the left side. Great time and catch.
Right line Sorrenteria to end the inning. We're through 3 innings here from Citi Field. It's the Marlins nothing and the Mets nothing. It's David Rubin Bobblehead Day here at Citi Field. There's Gary Sheffield.
Fastball, nothing in one.
Tom Seaver facing Gary Sheffield.
Breaking ball, and that one's low. Ball 1. Hit off.
Sheffield to left.
And he's
Mookie Wilson makes the play, 1 away.
1 out.
Here's Stanton, 0 for 1. He grounded to Johnson.
Fastball, tough pitch on the corner. Strike
Josh
1.
Willingham on deck for the Fish.
Tough pitch on the corner. Nothing in 2. Fly ball to center field.
Dykstra makes the play. Here's Josh Willingham, 0 for 1, facing Tom Seaver. Seaver's pitched really well as of late. Just like last year, had a slow start. He's come around. He's been very reliable. Will Johnson have time? He gets him. We head to the bottom of the 4th here at Citi Field. No score. Marlins have 3 hits. Mets have 2. It's going to be Alonso, Piazza, and Strawberry to face Dontrelle Willis here in the 4th.
On the ground, to the left side. Picked up by Rojas.
Alonso bounces to Renteria, 1 away. Here's Piazza.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Here's the grounder to the left side.
Bounce to third. Brian Anderson makes a great play. Flips to Settles, 2 away. Here's Darryl Strawberry. He's 1 for 1 today, facing Willis. That one's cracked into right field. That's going to get to the wall. Strawberry is going to be in the 2nd with a standing double. He's got a single and a double today. That brings up Howard Johnson. He doubled his last time.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
See if the Mets can take advantage here in the 4th. Johnson fouls this one off. Suttles has room, and that ends the inning. Still no scores. We head to the 5th inning. It's the Marlins and Mets. Sunday morning Utopian Baseball Universe action. Did you get your David Rubin bobblehead on the way into the ballpark today? All fans receive a David Rubin bobblehead as Brian Anderson grounds to Howard Johnson, 1 away. Here's D. Gordon. Right back to Seaver. Flips to Alonso, 2 away. Francisco Cervelli singled his last time. Deep right. Strawberry looks like he's got room just ahead of the warning track as the Marlins go down in order here in the 5th. No score from Citi Field. Great pitching from Willis and Seaver. Here's Jeff McNeil.
We'll stay right here.
He's going to be followed by Mookie Wilson and Tom Seaver here in the 5th. No score.
Swing and a miss. And he's ahead. Popped up.
This one's popped on left field. That's going to fall in. It looks like that's a single. Actually, he's going to Looks like left fielder's having a hard time finding the ball. McNeil's going to be in with an inside the park home run. Here's Mookie Wilson. Very strange play. Got to take advantage of it. Here's Wilson. So I guess what happened on the play is the ball, Stanton was telling the umpire that the ball was like under the tarp, but the umpire gave the safe sign. He said the ball was in play, and McNeil just circled the bases for an inside the park homer. Very odd.
Swing and a miss. Strike two.
Here's Tom Seaver. Seaver to right field, a base hit. He's going to be content with that one-out single. Mets lead at 1-0 on the inside the park homer by the Squirrel. Here's Dykstra. Dykstra down left field. Is that going to fall in? Just foul. And Willis gets Dykstra on strikes. 2 outs, man on first. David Wright, the batter. Mets up 1-0. That one smashed to Anderson. They're going to get the sure play at first. Mets scored an unusual inside the park homer by Jeff McNeil. It's 1-0 as we head to the 6th. Tom Seaver facing Dontrelle Willis here in the 6th. Mets lead 1-0.
Fastball up in the zone. Strike one. Fastball. 0-2. Swings and misses. Strike three. One away.
1 out here in the 6th.
0-1. Fastball. Little too high. Ball one. Liner to second. And fires the first base. Away.
Here's Suttles.
Drill to left field.
Base hit left field. 2-out single. Of note, because we have that Board Ninjas woodworking presentation tomorrow of Mets Bulls, there will be no Xbox game tomorrow and no Xbox game on Tuesday. We'll return on Wednesday. We'll let you know tomorrow what the Wednesday and Thursday games will be. We'll get a full schedule for you this weekend. There's going to be some days we don't have a game. There's going to be perhaps some surprises where we bring you a couple. Bottom of the 6th, Mets 1, Marlins 0. Pete Alonso facing Dontrelle Willis. Pops up to Gordon. Makes the play. Here's Mike Piazza, the catcher. He's 0 for 2. Rips that one to Renteria. Makes the play. 2 away. 2 outs for Strawberry. He's got a single and a double. Bounces one to third. He'll be retired here. We head to the 7th inning. Behind the great pitching from Tom Seaver and an inside the park homer by Jeff McNeil, it's 1-0 Mets. 4 hits for the Marlins, 5 hits for the Mets. Willis has pitched well. Tom Seaver facing Giancarlo Stanton.
Fastball, and that's just on the corner for a strike. Strike one. Fastball. That one's outside. 1-1. Here's the grounder to the left side. Into the glove for Zario, and fires to first base. And he got him for out number 1.
Here's Josh Willingham.
No, it's on the corner. Strike one.
Josh Willingham has tied this game with a solo homer to make it 1-1 here in the 7th. 412 feet. That brings up Brian Anderson, the third baseman. 1-1 here in the seventh. This one's popped up to Howard Johnson. Two outs in the seventh. D. Gordon, the batter.
Above the zone, ball one. Fastball, that pitch up in the zone. Strike one. Fastball, that pitch is up in the zone, and he's ahead. Caught looking, strike.
Gets Gordon on strikes to end the inning. It's stretch time here at Citi Field. It's the Marlins 1 and the Mets 1. Johnson, McNeil, and Wilson. If anyone gets on, we'll see a pinch hitter for Seaver. He's done. 7 innings, 1 earned. Howard Johnson's doubled today, facing Willis.
Foul off and out of play. 0-1. Out of play. We'll stay right here. No ball, 2 strikes.
The new pitcher for the Mets is going to be Dennis Cook. He'll pitch the 8th.
Foul off and out of play. Day at 2 strikes. He struck him out, swinging. 1 out.
Here's Jeff McNeil. Hit that inside the park homer earlier. Very unusual play.
Popped up to the
He's
left
going to
side.
pop to short here. 2 outs in the 7th. Mookie Wilson, the batter. 0 for 2 today.
Foul off.
Chops
Third
one
base.
foul.
Nothing in 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
0-2 to Wilson. 1-1 here in the 7th.
Liner toward first base.
Lines to Suttles to end the inning.
And that'll do it for the 7th.
Dennis Cook coming on for the Mets. 1-1. 8th inning. Citi Field. Utopian Baseball Universe Sunday morning hardball. Dennis Cook, the lefty, to face Francisco Cervelli.
Fastball. Strike 1.
Let's see what the Marlins do in that 9-hole.
Fly ball to left.
Cervelli to deep left field. Wilson has room. Catches it on the warning track. 1 away. Willis going to hit for himself here. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout.
Swing and a miss.
He can hit it.
Strike 1.
There was a game last year in the University. He had 2 homers.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. Hit hard.
Willis got himself a base hit into the corner. Strawberry gets it in, but Willis is in there with a 1-out double, helping himself here. Edgar Renteria, the batter.
Fastball, and that's just on the corner for a strike. A ball on the strike. Fastball.
He's 1 for 3 with a stolen base today.
And he lines one.
And he lines one into left center field. Willis got a late start heading to third. He's going to try to score. Nope, they're going to hold him there. Renteria's got a double, his second hit of the day. Second and third, 1 out. Newell Suttles, the batter.
A little too hot. 1-0.
They're going to walk him.
Missed inside. Ball 2. Fastball above the zone.
Intentional walk here to load the bases. Sets up a double play. Facing Gary Sheffield, who's 0 for 3.
Fastball. Tough pitch on the corner. Strike 1. On the ground to the left side.
6, 4, 3, a double play. The Mets get the ground ball they're looking for. As we head to the bottom of the 8th inning, it's 1-1. They're going to pinch hit for Cook here. He did his job, but with the pitcher leading off, Mets are going to go to their bench here, facing Dontrelle Willis. This is going to be Edgardo Alfonso facing Willis here in the 8th. He lines to Renteria, 1 away. Meet the Mets indeed, Sal. Greet the Mets. Here's Lenny Dykstra.
That one's not play, so we'll stay right
Bring
here.
your kiddies, bring the wife. You're guaranteed to have the time of your life.
Out of play, we'll stay right here. Nothing to do.
0-2 to Dykstra, 1-1 here in the 8th.
That one's not play.
Fouls it
so we'll
off.
stay
David
right
Wright
here.
on deck.
Right.
Dontrelle Willis still going strong here. 53 pitches.
Foul off. First base side. Still 0-2.
Dykstra punches that one foul. We do it again. 0-2, 1 out. David Wright on deck.
Hit hard.
Dykstra into right field, a base hit.
For a base hit.
1 out single for Dykstra. That brings up David Wright, followed by Alonso. Right to deep left field. That's got a chance. It's out of here. David Wright with a 2-run homer. Puts the Mets ahead 3-1. Well, he was looking fastball, Garrett. He knocked it out of here. Mets up 3-1. That was a terrible Keith Hernandez. Gare.
Foul ball and out of play. Nothing in one. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
0-2 to Alonso.
And he got
Gets him on strikes.
Away. Drill to right
Base
field.
hit right field.
Cooper is there.
2-out single here in the 8th. Here's Darryl Strawberry. He's got 2 hits today.
Hit hard to
Strawberry to
field.
right.
And he sent
Caught
that
by
one
Sheffield.
And that will do it in the 8th inning.
David Wright. Big 2-run homer puts the Mets up 3-1. They're going to call on their closer here. This is going to be John Franco facing Giancarlo Stanton, trying to get the last 3.
Saker, 8th, Warner, no balls, 1 strike. Drill to center field.
Ripped to right field all the way to the wall. Dykstra gets the ball in quickly. It's going to be a leadoff double for Stanton. The tying run is at the plate. We're going to see a pinch hitter here, actually. Mike Lowell facing John Franco.
High pitch at the top of the strike zone. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Nothing.
Wicked movement from Franco.
Hit hard to the left side.
Line to Johnson, 1 away.
Grab the hot shot.
Here's Brian Anderson.
Saker, and that's just on the corner for a strike. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. And he's ahead. And he lines one.
That one's ripped to left field. That's going to get down.
And that's a base hit.
Runner at second's going to hold. It was hit right in front of him. 2 on, 1 out. Another pinch hitter here for the Marlins. Cliff Floyd, the former Met, facing John Franco.
Fly ball to left
Pops
field.
it up to left field. Mookie Wilson makes the play.
And base hit.
2 on, 2 out here in the 9th. Marlins down to their last batter. Another pinch hitter. Juan Pierre facing John Franco.
Saker, high pitch, gets it to strike zone. Strike 1.
Pierre, are you kidding me? Juan Pierre with a pinch hit 3-run homer puts the Marlins up 4-3. I'm sick to death. An unlikely 3-run homer in the 9th puts the Marlins up 4-3. Can you believe this?
Saker.
And because of that, Willis is going to hit for himself here. Unbelievable.
Swing and a miss. And he's ahead. In there.
Gets him on strikes. He had no interest in swinging that bat. Marlins put up 3 in the 9th. Juan Pierre, of all people, 3-run homer. (4-3) Marlins in the 9th. Dontrelle Willis facing Howard Johnson. Actually, they're going to go to their closer, Rob Nen. Nen facing Johnson here.
Fastball. Tough. Pitch on the quarter. Strike one.
Pops up into right field. Gordon coming on. He's got it. One away. Here's Jeff McNeil. Inside the park homer earlier in this game, facing Nen. Punches one to Gordon. 2 away. All right, Mets are down to their final out. I'm going to see a pinch hitter here for Wilson. Keith Hernandez facing Rob Nen.
Slider. Strike one. Swing and a miss.
0-2 to Hernandez. Mets down to their final strike. Hernandez grounds to Gordon, ends the game. Heartbreaking loss for the Mets today. They get a 2-run homer in the 8th to take the lead. They give up a pinch hit 3-run homer to Juan Pierre in the 9th. The winning streak of 5 games is over. The Marlins win it 4-3. 10 hits for the Marlins, 8 for the Mets. Tomorrow afternoon, it's the Mets at Bulls in our Board Ninjas Woodworking July presentation. That's going to be Steven Matz versus Matt Harvey, former teammates, in Durham tomorrow night. We'll see you later this afternoon between 3 and 4:30 for the Utopian Baseball Universe report for Sunday afternoon. Take care, everybody.